So before we start our journey visiting any monument here, let's try understanding a bit of history of this entire location, Vijayanagara Samrajya. So guide sir is going to give us more information. Let's hear to him.
Okay. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Hampi. The first name of this location is known as Pampa Kshetra. Basically, it's a religious place. It's known as Pampa Kshetra and most important pilgrimage center in South India. If you go to the north, the most important sacred holiest of holy is Kashi on the river bank of Ganga. This is on the river bank of Pampa. This is known as Pampa Kshetra. And the name of the Shiva is called Pampa, and the Parvati name is known as Pampa Devi. And nearby river, today it's known as Tungabhadra, but ancient name, old name of this river is known as Pampa river. So this place naturally got Pampa Kshetra, Dakshina Kasi, a religious place related to Shiva, Shaivit. Later, in Tretaga, it is known as Kishkinda. It is a birthplace of Hanuman. It is the capital of monkey chiefs, Vali and Sugriva. During the Ramayana period, so in the Tretaga, when Ravana abducted Sita, kidnapped Sita, Rama, Lakshmana from north, they came to south in search of Sita. Here, they found monkey chief Sugriva, who had been kicked out by his own brother Vali, taking the wife and the power. So Rama met Sugriva in this location, and Rama killed a bad monkey Vali here, and Sugriva got the kingdom back, wife back. Then Hanuman introduced. He jumped to Lanka, he located Sita, and brought good news to Ram Lakshmana. So the place associated with Ramayana. So it's a part of Ramayana. So it is known as Kishkinda, a capital of Vali and Sugriva. There are so many Ramayana sites spread out here. So it's known as Kishkinda, mythical name Kishkinda.
Okay.
Because of this Kishkinda, because of Pampa Kshetra and a river flowing here, soil is very fertile on the rocky terrain. So the founders chose this place, Harihara Bukka, in 14th century, in mid 14th century and 1336. They choose this place as their capital and ruled for 230 years, and they captured whole South India by Vijayanagara rulers. So 1336 to 1565, the duration of this kingdom, Vijayanagara kingdom, the most important.
Almost 200 plus years, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 230 years they ruled South India, from Kanyakumari to Odisha, the extension of this kingdom. Sir.
Okay.
And Hampi became the important city in the world.
Great.
In India, it's the second largest city.
Yeah.
Delhi, major part of North India was controlled by Muslim rulers. Khilji, Lodi, Mughals were controlling major part of North India.
All right.
And the Delhi is the important capital. In South India, Hampi is the important for South India rulers. Means Kanyakumari to Odisha, this is the capital city.
Nice.
And this place known for rich and glory. Maybe it's one of the important cities in the world at the time. Like a London, like a Paris, like a Beijing, like a Rome, like New Delhi, one of the important cities in the world. And this place known for rich and glory, very prosperous kingdom, very rich kingdom, is Vijayanagara kingdom. Though it's a Hindu kingdom, but rulers are very highly tolerant. It was a cosmopolitan culture at the time. And Shaivites, Vaishnavites, Muslims, Jains, Kannada speaking, Telugu, Tamil. It's a multilingual, cosmopolitan city in one word at the time, sir. The kings are very liberal and very open. So all the South Indian culture has been flourished. And this is a very big area, one of the biggest heritage site in the world. So 1 day, 2 days, not at all sufficient to explore Hampi. We need weeks together, so big. And main important core region we divided into 26 square kilometers, the main important. But apart from that also we have a lot of monuments. We can't monitor that, and a lot of unimportant things also we have so many.
Okay.
But as a tourist, we'll do 2 days, 3 days important highlights.
All
we are
right.
nearby. Okay. All these are built in 14th century, 15th century, 16th century, sir, by Vijayanagara. It's not built in one day. Like Rome is not built in a day and in a day. Similarly, Hampi, all the rulers of Vijayanagara, some are 14th century, some are 15th century, some are 16th century.
Okay.
In 230 years, 4 families ruled, 4 important families of Vijayanagara, and more than 24 to 25 kings ruled this. Among them important Harihara Bukka are the founders, beginners of this kingdom, and they belongs to Sangama dynasty. In this first dynasty, very popular king is Devaraya II, very popular. He also done a lot of built a lot of temples, expand the empire, a lot of good things. Devaraya II. Then later kings, they lost the territory and glory. Then Krishnadevara regained all the past which has been lost by their ancestors. And Krishnadeva is the most important ruler, a great conqueror, a great builder, a scholarly king. During Krishnadeva time, Hampi reached maximum glory, maximum height, sir.
Okay.
He ruled for 21 years, sir, in early 16th century, 1509 to 30. So his period is called Golden Age in one word, sir.
Great.
All round development happened.
All right.
Dance, music, fine arts, literature, and kingdom went up to Odisha. So one of the highest place Krishnadeva. After Krishnadeva, his brother Achyutadeva, not bad, maintained. Then Sadashivaraya, then Ramaraya, the daughter husband, son-in-law of Krishnadeva. During the Ramaraya time, there was a decisive battle in between Vijayanagara king Ramaraya with 5 Deccan rulers, we called Deccan Sultans, we called Bahmanis, from Bijapur, Bidar, Gulbarga, Ahmednagar, Golconda. These 5 rulers ganged up and gangly attack on Vijayanagara king. In the battle of Salikota on the river bank of Krishna, the Vijayanagara king Ramaraya had been defeated and he has been beheaded, killed in the warfield. Then invaders chased up to here the army and they sieged this place for 6 months. Day and night, robbed, loot, burnt and sacked the city. So once highly populated, nearly 5 lakh population was there, very rich city. Then after war, the people who were here, due to threat, they all ran away on elephants and bullocks and horses, camels. They all ran away, fled away from here to Andhra Penagunda, Chandragiri. They shift location and invaders invaded here, but no population. City was already depopulated. The attack on temples, palaces, looted, firing. So destruction, 6 months they took, and they take all the wealth, and they didn't retain this place. The invaders, they destroyed, take Atmanta's wealth and looted, and they left the city. So after war, no rulers, no population, no kingdom at all here. For more than 4 centuries, 400 years, it's totally forgotten.
Okay.
People know there was a Hampi, rich kingdom was there, but forgotten.
Forgotten kingdom.
Yeah, it's a forgotten kingdom, sir. Then it became a jungle. Neglected, vegetation, nature took over.
Yeah.
Heavy rain, then nature took trees, bushes, creepers were covered all temple. Then it became a house for wild animals.
Okay.
Mainly leopards, bears.
Oh.
In this time, they are nocturnal. Night time they come out. Even today, we can rarely split bears. They're nearby bear sanctuary there because of Hanuman related Ramayana,
Yeah.
Jambuan.
Yes.
So a lot of bears, but bears are not aggressive. But we have leopards also here. But night time they come out. But a lot of KV, a lot of hills are there, forest is there, so they come out. But at that time, British hunted here tigers.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a wild, thick forest. It has been rediscovered by Englishman, Captain Cullen Mackenzie.
Great.
He discovered this place in 18th century in 1799. Then some British are very interested in archaeological site. They documented, some conservation happened, and they made a documentation and they made a site photograph. Still we can see the oldest, perhaps first photograph in South India. You can see they made a site Hampi photographs.
Oh.
When time permit, I will show you. First photographer in South India.
Great.
And first photographer to Hampi.
I would like to see it, sir.
A very nice photograph collection is there. This time permit, I will show the old photograph gallery. Then another man, Englishman, he wrote a first book about Hampi.
Nice.
The Forgotten Empire. It published in London in 19th century. There are now so many editions. Then after India independent and government of India, first these monuments under control of CPWD, Central Public Works Department. Then Archaeological Survey of India came. Then lot of conservation, excavation, research going on. Now 1986 declared the World Heritage Site. Then lot of advertisement happened. After 1986 onwards, advertisement happened. So a lot of foreigners coming. Now Indians, our own people also very proud of heritage and culture. They're also coming to see this heritage and culture. Everyone is happy. This World Heritage, after 20 years, it become more major tourist destination. Nowadays, after Taj Mahal, Hampi become more important destination in South India.
Okay.
People from outside who come, if you go North India, without Taj Mahal, they won't back to their country.
Yeah.
If they come South India, without Hampi, they won't go back.
Okay.
So this-
People from which all countries would visit
All over
here?
the world, Hampi now attracting all over the world, sir. Lot of Europeans, Americans, all over the world now coming. Even in small countries also now, where a lot of people are coming. It day by day getting more population and more popular.
Great.
Yeah, and more attractive. Because here no hill station, no beaches here. But nature is itself very nice. Lush green, rocky boulder, river, temples, palaces, ancient bazaars, water bodies, fortification. So all they attract, sir. And nature is also very rich. So Hampi is situated in a magical place, sir.
Yes.
When you come to know, you see this magic place. It's nobody disappoint here. It attracts historian, a photographer, painter, religious. So everything is there, no?
Exactly.
And also now wildlife is coming nearby. Nature, flora, fauna, birds, so much is there. So nobody will disappoint in this location. Everyone happy and they will enjoy Hampi, sir.
Nice.
Okay, sir.
So that was the short introduction before we start our journey visiting different locations of Hampi. So I have been really inspired listening to this entire history, but definitely I'll be more excited to see this location and witness it and also take you along. Keep watching this video. I will get back to you with more interesting places and stories. Thank you.